A young man, his body carved to love and conquer, had his rose plucked too early from his heart, and his fire quenched too fast for him to realize that he was empty. So he became a proxy server. I think there are humans who become proxy servers for others, if we can use a computer analogy. They are indeed a proxy, and indeed a server. Now in the human mind there is a place where an image lives. It is a sort of picture of ourselves. When I think of me, this image, properly formed, with a bit of substance, must be there. There is a kind of chamber in the mind wherefrom and through which we live and have our power, and our sense of self in the image of self is right in this place. Let us call it the chamber of the Samek, the Hebrew letter Samek, and this letter touches the letter and workings of the letter Resh. It is the letter R, as it were, that can create from our mind, because this enigmatic capacity to create our reality sits in the letter R, even as we borrow it a little from the Hebrew letter Resh. But don't mind the letters now. The point is that there are humans who have images of other humans in their minds, even enemies, people who injured them, who hunt them were perpetual dark wishes, and with our awareness of them we accidentally place them in the chamber of Samek, really our place of self-awareness within the image of ourselves. Because this place is a place of execution towards creating things in life, we now become a proxy for another human, a family member who we think of too much, a movie star, someone else's image usurping our image. So we are a quantum proxy for them, and we serve their execution of life and blessings, making them powerful, sustaining them with our quantums, and become a dreadful servant for the foreign Sameks. Now on another note altogether, I think about this thing I had read somewhere. The Lord had said to a man of God, Satan is attacking masculinity, and saying to the man, you must protect masculinity. Now on my end that Satan is attacking masculinity is not the confusing part for me. I understand after all, and at least to a small degree, that masculinity is the first defense against witchcraft, and a covering arch of protection for many layers of things in this dimension, and understood, a little better, why Satan wants to introduce the goat into masculinity, and by goat I am talking about the animal, the goat. Really what the goat can at some level represent in the spiritual dynamics. Satan's affinity for the goat head and legs, is not about an actual goat. He wants to let the goat kiss the man because when the goat kisses the man, the human and humanity is defeated. The goat here is a qualitative state, a perverse state of otherwise, of externalness, of the essence of hybridization, of mixing with a twist. That is also why one of the dark beings in the air above the earth, or Europe is the god Pan, who has goat legs, so he means to kiss masculinity. Because when the spirit of the goat merges with humanity, humanity is defeated. Now what I was wondering about was how can this man of God, above, protect masculinity? In what way does he do it? But it occurs to me this morning that there is a dimensional condition or condition in some dimensional state, a unique condition or qualitative state, which is something we can call to be known. A thing is known. Masculinity can be protected by one person or more by holding it inside them in the dimensional state of what is known. When a thing is known, it exists differently than a thing that is not known. This strange idea may also explain or get closer to a strange concept I had read about from someone, as the Lord had told that man that there are certain kinds of alien beings, they look like humans, who hide in the place of what is not known. Which is to say, hiding in what is not known with awareness and knowledge in the consciousness of humans. So there are apparently alien beings who are like humans who discovered there is a dimensionality, a state created, or subsists, strangely, by unawareness, of unknowing. They hide there, and when we know them, they cannot hide there. But enough of the wayward aliens. In the meantime, let us learn not to hide from ourselves, and let us learn to not know the faces of others and learn to know our own face. Because how can we do anything without our own face?